Hey, love bugs, Dr. Ashley Greer here. You know, you know, you're meant for greatness. You know you're meant for big things, for those big giant dreams that are rolling around in your head. And yet you keep finding a reason to shy away from them, to stop yourself, to demur from your big destiny, from the big impact you're meant to make in the world. You keep feeling as though it's almost like there's something wrapped around your legs, like it's holding you back and it's holding you hostage, and it's making you feel as though you can't move forward because there's always a reasonable excuse for what's holding you back. And I'm going to tell you right now that you got to get over your own shit here. You got to get over yourself, because the only thing that's holding you back is yourself. The only thing that's holding you back from your great big destiny, from your great big juicy life, from your great big amazing outstanding impact you're meant to make in this world, from the bestseller you're going to write, from, speaking to millions, right? Is the fears, the doubts, the inadequacies that you've internalized inside of yourself. You don't feel confident enough. You feel terrified of being annihilated when you go out there and you stick your neck out and you tell and show the world exactly who you are. Because let's get this straight. To be a genius, to live your unique genius, you've got to be all yourself. You've got to bring all of yourself to the table. And that is incredibly vulnerable. It's an incredibly vulnerable thing to be an entrepreneur and to be living your genius every day. It's much easier. I'm not going to lie to you. It's much easier to go work some 9-to-5 job where you don't have to take off all of the ego masks which separate you and your brilliance from the world. But it's far less rewarding. There's not as much meaning and significance that you create when you're coming from the perspective of, I have to play it safe. Because making an impact isn't about playing it safe. It's about truly sticking your neck out. It's about saying, I am willing to do the uncomfortable in my life so that other people's lives can change. I am willing to stand so tall and so bravely and so distinctly in my brilliance that it can't help but create endless ripples around me and in my life and in the lives of others and in the lives of those people whose lives I touch, like in my immediate environment, like my family, my friends, my husband, and my kids and all of that. But more than that, people won't listen to you unless you are standing in your unique genius, unless you're standing in your unique voice. You're going to blend into the crowd. You're going to sound like everybody else. You're going to be just another freaking bobbly talking head that nobody wants to listen to, that's saying all the same crap that everybody else is saying, because you're not actually empowering yourself to be yourself. It sounds weird, but to truly stand in your greatness, you have got to be yourself, all of yourself, and to stop making excuses for why you're not, why it's not appropriate, trying to conform to some standard that you think that other people need in order to see you and your brilliance. The only thing they need to see your brilliance is to see you, and to see you confidently own it, and to stop making excuses for why it can't happen yet. Now isn't a good time. Maybe next week, maybe next year. If you're making excuses now, you're going to continue making excuses for why this can't be your reality. And I want to tell you, it's all bullshit. Because the only reason you can't be great is because you've decided you can't be great. The only reason you can't be a genius is because you've decided you can't be a genius. The only reason you can't stand in the brilliant, luminous light that you are meant and brought here to bring to this planet is because you've decided it's too hard. Because you've decided you're not ready. Because you decided you need more, that you need more strategy, you need more knowledge, you need more training. Bullshit, 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 bullshit. I'm calling bullshit on all of it. The only thing you need to do is bring all of you to the table. All of it. All of you. And to stop feeling as though you're a victim. To stop feeling as though no one, understands you and no one's got your back. This isn't about people pleasing. This isn't about trying to get affirmation or accolades. This isn't about going out there and hoping people really, really like you. No, you've got to risk being unpopular. Because to truly be yourself and in your unique genius, you cannot stand there and play to the crowd. You have to play for yourself. I believe it's David Bowie who said something similar to that fact. He said something to the effect of, the most destructive thing an artist can do is to play to the crowd instead of playing for themselves. Because art comes from your heart. It comes from your soul. It doesn't come from your connection to what you think other people want. People aren't coming to listen to you because you're telling them, because what you think they want to hear. People are coming to listen to you because you are speaking the truth of what your heart and soul needs to express in this world, and nothing else. And if you are demurring or shying away from that or silencing yourself for any reason, and you are silencing that art inside of you, that expression, that true authenticity, you're not allowing yourself to be vulnerable, and people don't connect to you if you're not vulnerable. People don't connect to you if you're not real. People don't connect to you if you're not genuine, and if you're not to the point, hitting them in their gut with the things that they need to heal, with the things that they need to hear, with the things that they need to feel. Because true authenticity is where success comes from. Taking off all of these ego masks that we believe have kept us safe, that kept us approved of, that have kept us, in the channel of other people's, favorites. That's nice if you're other people's favorites, but that's not what your big mission is about. It's not about being other people's favorite. It's not about being other people's bestie. It's about triggering people. I know that sounds really crazy, but to be a really fabulous coach, you have to be willing to stick your neck out so much that you are willing to say the uncomfortable, to say the things that people may not be ready to hear, to have people say, that's nice, but I don't like you anymore. Because that is when you are showing up with the braveness and the ferocity of that lioness within you that knows that she has something to share. Because the things you have to share cannot be censored. And the minute that they're censored, they are operating through the lens of your fears of other people's perceptions. And frankly, they're not even about the fears of other people's perceptions. They're about your internalized fears of what you think people think of you. I just did a post on this earlier today about it's not about strategy. Embracing your greatness isn't about, getting your funnel up, getting a great opt-in. All of that is fabulous. That's the easy part. It's easy once you unleash your voice from all of this appropriateness, from all of this fear, from all of this doubt. Am I worthy? Am I enough? Will people like me? Is what backs up behind that. When you stop selling yourself short and start selling your ass off, because what you have, what you do in this world is brilliant, and by not selling it, you are cheating other people from the opportunity to benefit from your brilliance. This is what you need to do. You need to stand tall in your worth in order to stand tall in your greatness, and get over your own shit that's keeping you hidden from the world and keeping your genius inside and behind all of those masks of the ego that's trying to keep you safe and trying to keep you acceptable and trying to keep you, approved of by everyone else in your life. When the only opinion that truly matters is your own. If you put something out and you're not getting response to it, and you're going, oh, do people like me? You're on the wrong track. It doesn't matter. What matters is, are you truly expressing your art? Are you truly in a space of true and unabided expression and of truth and of authenticity and of genuineness? Or are you just playing a game hoping other people don't discover that you don't even know who you are? Because that's at the core of it. So many of us, I know I used to feel this way. I sure don't feel this way anymore, but so many women don't know who they are. They don't know who they are. They don't know how they can succeed because they don't even know what their true genius is. They don't know what their true voice is. They can't experience or allow themselves the space to say, this is me and this is everything that I am, and I'm bringing it all to the table, because they've gotten so damn used to shoving themselves off the table to make everybody else happy. And so of course they're going to fear what everybody else thinks, because they've been shoving themselves off the table to make everybody else happy. They don't even know who they are. Being an entrepreneur is one of the scariest things in the world, because you get to know yourself. You get to know what you're made of. You get to know that you are truly the expression of the divine on wheels. It's not about having it all correct or being all perfect or any of that stuff. What it's truly about is being all of you. And if you don't know who you are, then that's a problem, and you're not going to be able to be a successful entrepreneur until you do know who you are, until you do know what this brilliance is that you need to bring to the table, until you drop all the concerns about being worthy of it. And you own it, girlfriend. Nobody's going to be able to see your worth until you own your worth. Nobody's going to be able to buy into you till you buy into you. And that is the task in front of you. And until you do that, you're going to keep struggling. And I don't want to see you struggle. I want to see you shine like the brilliant diamond that you are. So this is the message I have for you. to get out of your own damn way, to get to know who the hell you are, all that juiciness inside of you, so that you can allow your true genius, your true expression, your true art to come into this world and to make the deep and impact, the deep and abiding, like, difference in the world. That's the only way to do it, is through your unique genius, which exists by being exactly who you are, by being confident in the fact that you don't have to please anyone. What you have to do is you need to speak your truth. Now go speak it, girlfriend. Go! Go! Coming to you from Hawaii. Speak to you all soon. Bye.